It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Joe Ross, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Here's Starling Marte, first at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Starling Marte.
First pitch coming, here it is. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Drury gloves it. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting third baseman, Matt Chapman.
In now, Matt Chapman. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping into the box, Franz Reyes. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. To short. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Trevor Rogers will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Reyes ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
Settling in now, Brandon Drury. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And that misses, ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Ball 3.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, left fielder.
Ready now, Juan Soto. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Drury, base runner at first with 1 out. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball.
Missed with a slider.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the 1st inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. At the plate, Jorge Soler. Lifetime against Joe Ross. He's got 8 hits in 17 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Now batting, Garrett Cooper. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The numbers, 282 to start play, 13 home runs, and an even 40 RBIs. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Soto is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Domingo Santana set to lead off the home half of the second.
Domingo Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taylor's got it. Throw on to first, in time, one away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield, hit in the middle of the order.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. So striding forward now, Jacob Wilson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A ball and no strikes. Two and 0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 to him now. 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. This one's down to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping in, Ari Perez. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Catcher, Ari Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Trevor Rogers.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. First pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. Adams has got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Striding in once again, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Shut him down now! Shut them down!
First offering on its way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter. Throw won't get him.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Into the box now. Chris Taylor hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Let's go, DC!
He's set. Here it comes. Cue shot here out towards short. That's in there. Base hit. Marte rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll, there's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Matt Chapman is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Ripped down the line. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Stepping in now, Franz Reyes, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hit to third. Drury has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Marlins lead it 1-0. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Luke Maile.
The pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. Cooper scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Now at the plate, Joe Ross. First delivery to him on the way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're down 1-0. In is Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And as we call on our team leaderboard, you can see he's up to 35 now on the year. Digging in to try it again, Garrett Cooper. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Soler is on his way home. He scores, and they now lead by 2. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Cooper, the runner at third with no outs. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Stepping in, Ari Perez. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The pitcher, Trevor Rogers.
Coming to the plate now, Trevor Rogers. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Marlins 3 and the Nationals nothing. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number, about 99 for a top speed. Not too many guys around the league can match that. Now at the plate, Juan Soto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Adams.
Here's Matt Adams now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The count now at 2-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Time now for the Nationals Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Chapman. Last time through was a base hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Wilson. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they lead it 3-0. So digging in now, Domingo Santana as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Striding in now for the Nats, Aaron Hicks. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Hicks is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Trying to count 2-2.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Standing in, Jacob Wilson. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. smoke toward third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To first. It's there. He got him. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 3 and the Nationals nothing. Trevor Gott takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 26, Trevor Gott.
Stepping up to the plate, Franz Reyes. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, a diving stop. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Standing in now, Jorge Soler. As he grounds one briskly to short. Wilson gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Up next from Miami, Garrett Cooper. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Marlins 3 and the Nationals nothing. Now at the plate, Luke Maile. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Soft liner to the left side. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Moses Sierra will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 49, Moses Sierra.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Maile gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And there's ball 1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
0 for 2 for him to this point. From the belt, the pitch, and it's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. The second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Griffith Stadium in our nation's capital. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Matt Grace is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ketel Marte will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Wilson charging in on it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, catcher, Ari Perez.
Stepping into the box, Ari Perez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to short. Wilson right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 35, Trevor Rogers.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The 0-1 delivery. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Popped him up. Cooper is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder number 22, Juan Soto.
And now for Washington, Juan Soto. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece.
First baseman, Matt Adams.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals, Matt Adams. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marte is under it, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. Still down 3-0. Here's Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. After it is Hicks. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Digging in, Matt Chapman. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Marte stands at third with one gone in the inning. Hard hit at third. Drury gloves it, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Let's go, DC.
First offering on its way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is...
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And it's a foul ball. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Let's go, next.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Line drive to left. Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins on top, 6-0. Coming to the plate now, Domingo Santana. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Striding in, Jacob Wilson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another chance, Ari Perez.
Leading off for the Marlins, catcher, Ari Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopper foul. Now the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in.
Let's go.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
In now, Starling Marte. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Marlins lead this one 6-0. Tyler Kinney is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 61, Tyler Kinney.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maley. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Bottom of the 9th, catcher, Luke.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Marte is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Trey Turner will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 15 long balls, and he's driven in 45. A 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Last strike now for the Nats. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Turned on down the line. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Miami Marlins win their 50th away from home. Trevor Rogers earns his 12th victory in the ball game, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, just 1 hit, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.